What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How you all doing? My name is Wingsaber, and we're here with a discussion type of video. I really want to talk about what I think Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker needs in order to succeed as a game. The launch has been pretty rough. Bandai didn't really give us a completed game. Now, it's not saying it's not a fun game, because I do love this game, and I hope to see Bandai put some work into it, because I think it can be a really good game if you have some balance changes, as well as some, more content, stuff like that. Now, there are a couple things I think that needs to be done relatively soon, if not as soon as possible, when it comes to the game. The first thing I'd like to see being added, or I guess added back, is the cancel matchmaking. And I know they just removed it, so I don't think it will come back. But in my opinion, what the cancel matchmaking lets you do is, say like an emergency happens and you're in queue, and if you're in World League, you really don't want to leave. Like, you really don't want to stay for the game and then have to leave because there's an emergency, right? So I think they should bring out leave matchmaking, and I understand the reasons for taking it out in the first place, and I do think there are very good reasons. But I still think the real life issues should be addressed, and not just people, just spam leaving the game when they see an unfavorable matchup. I do like how they removed seeing the roles on the main team though, because then you really have to worry about your team comp and not really like what they're playing. So I think it really, how do I say this? I think it really promotes a healthier team composition, because you don't know what they have. You don't know if they have 3 attacks or 1 range, or 3 range and 1 defense, or whatever it is. You really just want to look at your team comp and focus on that instead. Because some people might see like, oh, they have no healer, so we don't have to play healer. And honestly, this game without a healer is really tough to play sometimes. But yeah, that's the first thing I want to see changed. This is probably the lowest priority, I think. But it's still something that nitpicks me a little bit. On to the second change. This isn't really a change, but I really want to see a fan favorite character come out next. I'm pretty sure we're getting Orochimaru next, but let's all be honest, we're all waiting for Minato, we're all waiting for Madara, we're all waiting for Obito. You guys can all read about their jutsus in the description below. I made a video on all of the leaks if you guys are interested. Every single DLC character has been leaked, and all their jutsu, so once again, I'll leave the video in the description below. Yeah, I really want to see a really fan favorite character come out next. It doesn't have to be Minato or Madara or Obito. Those are just my personal favorite, but I honestly don't think anyone's gonna care that much if Orochimaru comes out, or if he comes out next, or not, because he's not really. When you ask for someone's favorite Naruto character, you don't really care Orochimaru too much. That's just my opinion, though. Maybe some of you guys like Orochimaru and want to see him in the game. I do too. Just I don't think. I mean, Jiraiya's cool. Thurokage was cool, but I think we really need a hard hitter pretty soon. Maybe even Hashirama. Something cool to bring back not only old players, but to bring in new players, because people want to play their favorite characters and be able to make their own characters do what their favorite characters do. So yeah, that's what I think the second change needs to be for Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker. And now, third change. I think Bandai has already done a pretty good job of this so far. But the third change is just to keep an eye on the jutsu and stuff. Keep an eye on problematic jutsu a little bit more than they have. They've already been doing a great job, but I think a little bit more attention to detail would be pretty good. Like, for example, it's not that jutsu are too strong right now. I think some might be too weak. Like, I think Rasen Shuriken is pretty useless because they changed the way how Sand Shield works, so you can just hit it and it'll break. So you don't really need a specific jutsu to break the Sand Shield all the time. So it kind of mitigates the buff they gave Rasen Shuriken. I think last patch? Yeah, it was last patch. I like what they did with Rasengan. I like how they kept Lightning Blade the same. I think Lightning Blade feels perfect. I like how Lariat feels now. It's not too overwhelming. I also like how they increased the variety by nerfing all the really strong stuff, but I think they should also buff like the not really the underused, because some underused jutsu are really strong. Like I think Yamato's kit is actually really strong, but people don't really use his stuff too often. Besides the dome wall, I think the third Okage's fireball needs a little bit of a buff. I think the startup time is just so long. You can get cancel out of it pretty easily. You know the jutsu like Lariat and Inferno style Susanoo, the ones you get for playing the class a lot, they need to be looked at a little. I think Shino's is a bit useless because you can just lock on through the insect jamming, and so all it really does is take away your HUD. But who really cares about that too much? I mean, it annoys people a little bit, and I know you can get it off pretty often because the secret gauge is pretty small on that. But I still think that needs a buff. I think Neji's rotation needs to be looked at. It can be a very powerful ability, but against like a decent player, it probably won't be procced, and if it is procced, it's by a kunai. Because most of us are throwing kunai before we go in anyway. The palm rotation ends up being overshadowed by a dome ball or a sand shield. Now this is really sad to me because I really like palm rotation. The fourth thing that needs to be added, I think, are custom games. Everyone has been looking for these custom games. Because when the Chunin exams, if you guys didn't know, before the game released there was an IRL Chunin exam. It was a bunch of teams being flown out to this location, and they were trying the game, and it was like a clan versus clan battle, and that's what everyone wanted when the game first released. We don't have clans, we don't have custom matchmaking, so we can't just go into games against different clans, just battle it out, do it for fun or like for scrims, like a tournament or something. I think this game could be a really, really good tournament game. It just needs custom matchmaking. And I know this is a stretch, but with custom matchmaking means it should also have dedicated servers. This is a PvP game. There's no reason for this game to be peer-to-peer because you guys know all the lag. Lag makes the game really unfun sometimes. So I guess that's really a two-parter. Dedicated servers and custom matchmaking. Everyone wants to play for their clan's pride, or something like that. Alright guys, the fifth and final thing I think needs to change with the game is how the way the clothing bonuses work. Because as of currently, some clothing bonuses are pretty worth it, like move speed, you can feel a noticeable difference. And some just aren't worth it, like the increased damage on first hit of a combo or something. Now, you might say, oh, but Wingsaber, you can just dash cancel and proc it over and over again. Yeah, you could, but it's still not as good as like ninjutsu damage or cooldown. It's just not. Because some bonuses matter and some don't. Max health, I think, matters as well, because I can feel the difference. I don't know about you guys, let me know in the comments below. But I think it's kind of in a convoluted state to where Bandai has to decide whether they want the clothing bonuses to all matter. Either they all matter, or you just make them not matter that much, or I guess you keep them the same way, but you can change the bonuses to be on whatever outfit you want to be. Because I know some people just play for style points, they don't really care about that, but I'm a little bit of a min-maxer myself. So I like wearing the outfits that give me, the most edge in my gameplay. Say I want ninjutsu damage, but I like, I don't know, the Akatsuki cape. I think there's a ninjutsu damage Akatsuki cape, but you get the idea. What if I wanted to wear, I don't know, Boruto's outfit, and I didn't have, increased healing on it, and I wanted to be healing? That would feel really bad, because then you're kind of wasting the bonus, right? And personally, I think the clothing with increased healing regen are all ugly as hell. So. Yeah, I just want to be able to be more customizable. New outfits will come, so I'm not really too worried about that. I really hope to get capes like Naruto's Hokage cape, Minato's cape, and Sasuke's adult cape. But like I said, that will come in future time, I hope. But I just really want them to decide what they want to do with the clothing, because right now it's in a really big gray area. But yeah guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Sorry it was a little long, I was kind of rambling at some points, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what you guys think in the description below, and that's going to be it for me today guys. Peace.